Welcome back, Beer Tubers. Today we're taking a look at a beer I picked up at the brewery post-Stone AHA rally when I visited. This is from a new one from Modern Times. It's a variation on their Black House Stout. This time it's with coffee, toasted coconut, and cacao nibs. So it's, I reviewed Black House. Go watch the review. It comes in a can. Every once in a while Modern Times is doing special releases in bombers. And so I love they give you all the stats on it. The coffee for it, I think it's their typical 75% Ethiopian, 25% Sumatra coffee blend. Using Tura, roasted barley, flake barley, pale chocolate, Munich, Crystal 60, killed coffee, midnight wheat, oats, adding in coconut, more cacao nibs, so 5.8% beer, so pretty low gravity. They had a cocoa nib, a coconut version of their barrel aged Monster Park on draft while I was there, and that was fantastic. So I'm hoping this is, is good as well. So it pours out not completely black. You get some dark mahogany brown notes to it. The head on there though is has a good bit of color to it. It's a light brownish color, so not a big, deep, dark, robust stout, but definitely within style. So let's get the aroma. Mostly getting chocolate and coffee. Definitely has that fresh brewed, and like I mentioned in the Black House review, they roast all their own coffee in-house. Yeah, so fresh coffee grind type of aroma, that really intense coffee. Chocolate underneath, bitter chocolate, sweeter chocolate. A little bit of caramel breadiness in there. I'm trying to pick up on the coffee blend, kind of what I might be getting from that. Definitely some earthiness. There's a little bit of like a slight burnt tinge to the nose. Some toastiness coming through. Yeah, so I don't think it's terribly different from Black House, how I remember. I'm not really picking up too much coconut though on the nose. And I did let this warm up a good deal, so it's probably sitting at 55 to 60 degrees. So let's check it out. Cheers. Oh yeah, I forgot how it's a really smooth beer. Kind of medium body stout. It's not really intense, but it's under 6%. Yeah, the coffee comes through, the chocolate comes through, getting that toasted coconut right at the finish. So flavor-wise, definitely getting the coffee. A nice roast character that might be coming from the malt. Chocolate, it's got a razor chocolate kind of notes to it. Most of it's kind of milk chocolate to verging into dark chocolate. And then you get the nibs kind of working in there, adding like an extra bit of like chalkiness, nuttiness, getting a lot more fruitiness on the flavor. Don't know what their house yeast they're using. I'm guessing it's just 01. They posted the recipe for all their beers on the website, I believe. So you can find the recipe for this beer. Yeah, getting some of that darker kind of plum, sort of figgy notes. Kind of almost dovetails into raisiny. And I don't know if that's where the malts, like the Crystal 60, come into play with the cacao nibs or not. But finish getting some of that earthiness from the coffee. It's got some nice sweetness up front, but it dries out enough on the finish. They mentioned on the back, final gravity is 1018. So I mean, that's kind of what you'd want for that type of beer. Getting closer to 20 to retain the mouthfeel, some sweetness, but it does have some dryness with the 40 IBUs in there. The beer does have a nice creaminess to it. They're using some wheat, midnight wheat, oats in there, and flake barley. That really gives the beer some mouthfeel. Even though it kind of drinks light and easy, it doesn't. I don't find it that thin. Kind of get some nice, kind of silkiness from those extra kind of mouthfeel type of grain they use in there to kind of build on top of that caramelly, bready, toasty thing going. The coconut and the coffee. Well, I mean the base beer has the coffee, but the coconut and the cocoa nibs don't completely overpower the base beer, which is nice. It's easy to overdo that aspect, so I think they already kind of had down the amount of coffee they had in the beer So it's just easy for them to kind of add those extra ingredients to add some further nuances. I definitely dig it more than the regular version, but kind of I love the pairing of the 2 extra ingredients they add. And it's a very solid base beer as well. So we're checking out. Should be hitting distribution. If you can get Modern Times bombers like this at any shop, this should be showing up. They did a pretty big batch of it. So I haven't been able to keep up with a lot of their beers. They're still just canning their 4 core beers with occasional 5th can now, and been releasing a lot of new hoppy beer. I think the hoppy beer is getting much better too. I was at the brewery, had Protocosmos and Booming Rollers, and those are tasting great. Booming Rollers, check that out. Probably won't get to reviewing it this time around, but definitely worth picking up if you can find it. So wrap this one up. Till next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.